I think the word spiritual path is really different to me than what men who spend their lives looking for God, how that registers to me. Because, being a person who practiced yoga for a long time, for me, yoga men were never appealing as partners. I tried it, but partially because they didn't have this understanding, because it was more of a gender neutral understanding of kind of a grab bag of who takes which tasks, that all tasks are equal. So it just, if you're better at whatever the thing is, then we'll just divide it up, right? That's how a lot of people look at parenting these days. Like, it'll be 1-to-1. Like, one night you'll wake up at night and the next night I'll wake up at night. Or I had friends who decided both of them were going to wake up at night just to make it equal. And they wanted to have equal attunement towards their child. So rather than kind of what I would consider like an energy conservation model of sense. But, if neither person has a job outside of the house and everyone's working from home and everybody has an alternative structure, because I think waking up at night, if the other person is going out to work from 9 to 6 or something, would be a lot harder to pull off. When I hear these things, I don't hear that women aren't looking for God, or that women also aren't doing certain things. And to me, I wonder what would happen. And also, these things are very hard to tell on a dating app profile.
Yes, thank God.
So you'd have to do a lot of investigation to know, because these are action-based things. And no one's putting that on a dating profile. So I dated online, and that really confused you. But he still had respect enough for me to do this series. It didn't cast me out of the circle.
I'm just old-fashioned. That's all that it means.
But anyway, it's not like I wanted to do it, but we talked about, I did. I got it as an assignment from a friend because I wanted the end result of the doing it, what could possibly be the end result. But it's not that I wouldn't have preferred living at a time when it didn't seem like such an enormous effort to meet somebody outside of your social sphere. And there's even people in this room that I wrote detailed letters to saying, this is a really weird thing to do, but I really miss masculine energy in my life, and I really love the way that you are in the world. And if you know anybody, I would like to, I'm open to that, fixing me up. And, most people wrote me, I don't know anyone, worthy of you. And that's a really shitty feeling to get in response. I know single people, but I don't know anyone who is good enough for you. And that's more back to the good men are a needle in a haystack, and so you've got to become a magnet to pull all the needles out of the haystack. Or in my case, I just was never around men, so I just had to start going to places where men actually are, not like football games, but other places that were closer to my interests. So I just wonder if I do think that women, what she says is, the power of a man we only discover by loving him. I did reach a point where I'm like, well, do I really believe this? Do I really think there's just no good men around, or that there's just a few of them? Or is it what I make a man into based on how I am in their presence? Okay. So there's a kind of famous relationship person who says you're either a frog farmer or a prince farmer. You make a man into a frog, or you make them into a prince by how you are, which is not dissimilar to conversations we've had about elderhood. Is as a younger, you make the elder into who they are by how you approach them. Or a blessing, the blessings I received before my marriage were a result of me bowing my head to receive them and asking them, maybe not verbally, but in different ways, by showing up in a declarative fashion of like, this is where I'm at in my life, and this is what's happening, and this is why these people are gathered. And then it's like a portal open to something that I wouldn't have known existed, or how to get to, which is a little bit easier for me in a different language, in a different culture, than it is in English and here.